Hi everybody, Dhaman Mehta here, and thank you for once again joining me on my journey as I go through my favorites list on fanfiction.net. Let's just dive in. I know it's been a while, so let's just dive in with these 7 stories, starting with "Don't Fear the Reaper" by dogbertcarroll. As always, I love dogbertcarroll, but this is one of I would consider his lesser stories. It's a short little bit where when the fourth Hokage would summon the Death God to seal the fox into Naruto, he summons a different pair of Shinigami from Bleach, and they fall in love with Naruto in a sense. Like he summons Kenpachi and Yachiru. Yachiru basically falls in love with baby Naruto and wants to like have him, so they have a little bit of fun while terrifying the council and everything. And then there's a second epilogue chapter where Naruto is like basically 10 years old and how it's going on. It's fun, but like I said, it's really too condensed. Not too condensed, but it's not substantial enough or like entertaining enough for his stuff that like it doesn't really require any revisits. You'll enjoy it the first time you read it, but that'll be it. It's gonna fall off my list. Number 2 is the Lemon Drop Chronicles by Kishinokurobi. This is a bunch of one-shot snippets focused on pretty offensive humor in a sense, which I still enjoyed. You know, I have really bad taste in humor in a sense. All of these pretty much follow the lol so random style, but I did have a smile on my face while I read them. At the same time, I get why people would not enjoy this, and I also don't see need to ever revisit these to see freaking jokes about like Rapius Maximus from Harry Potter and stuff like that and things like that. Yeah, I don't think I need to come back to this ever again. It's gonna fall off my list. Number 3 is Recoil by AC1308. So this is a worm time travel fic from one of my favorite authors in the worm space. I really enjoy Axe writing. His stuff is always impeccable, and the premise itself, like aside from just being time travel, gets bonus points, for novelty. Which when you read as much as I do, yeah, I have my favorites, but novelty also sticks out if I stumble across it. And the fact that this, instead of going to the start of canon of Worm, which is what most time travel fics do for anything, they always go back to like the start of the book, start of the TV show, whatever. This one decides to send her back like 22 years further into the past. So this is a whole time period that I have no idea what's going on, and the things that this author puts out are really interesting and makes it feel like, yeah, it's interesting to be in. The path that Taylor is taking, because she's been stripped of her powers and has to save the future in a new way, like, is interesting. I really, really enjoy all this stuff going on. The skullduggery spy shit that she's doing, the missions that she undertakes, the relationships she builds, dealing with Alexandria and stuff before they're the peoples that we see in canon. Like, it's all really captivating stuff, and if you enjoy Worm at all, I think you will get a real kick out of this. It stays on my list. Number 4 is Biting the Hand That Feeds You by Andrew Joshua Talon. And this is what you can ostensibly say, like, if Harry Potter was an anime, this is a filler arc. But at the same time, it's a really fun filler arc. I really, really enjoyed this, and it's really entertaining. Like, this takes place after Harry's 5th year, like in the summertime period, where like some weird like fudge passes a law that's like, okay, we're gonna just cut off from the Wizarding World and Muggle world, and a whole bunch of shenanigans basically ensue because of that stupid, ill-thought decision. I just really, really enjoy it. It's really entertaining. Whole bunch of rom-coms and stuff happens, along with like a bunch of like stupidity and like hypocriticalness coming from the dark side and things that are really entertaining and fun to see. And it all wraps up in an anime style climax that is really, really entertaining. Like, yeah, the anime style, like the anime climax is like, that's not like just me referencing that, oh, it's ridiculous. Like, there are shot for shot like references and anime like shots in there. Like, it's very much a reference heavy thing, but I still like think it's really great and enjoy it. And it's not, if you don't know what it is, you won't recognize it entirely. I just really really loved it. Um, the fact that it doesn't focus on just Harry and it actually basically builds up the slice of life by making like all the characters have like interesting things going on and more of an interesting personality is all really entertaining. I just highly recommend it, and if you want some like Harry Potter silliness, I think you'll be very satisfied here. It's going to stay on my list. More silliness from Andrew Joshua Talon, this time with fairly odd angles and other stories. And this is a collection of one shots based on the Fairly Odd Parents universe, where Timmy is like, going through puberty here. It's again filled with a bunch of dumb, slightly raunchy humor that I really like. I found hilarious. I really enjoyed. Focusing on sexual activities with nothing shown, just all implication or just like naughty stuff. I just really enjoyed it a lot, and it's written well and fits with the show's actual tone and craziness. So I just really really liked it. If you want some more slightly R-rated, or actually honestly it's more just PG-13 rated, Fairly Odd Parents ridiculousness, you'll get a kick out of this. It's gonna stay on my list. Next is The Marvelous World of Taylor Hebert, by Strata Gemini. This is basically just an idea bin or like prompt factory for alt power Taylor fix, starring Taylor getting Marvel superheroes powers from that. Each one is basically just like one conversation, and so like I said, like it's not really like other idea bins or stuff where it's actually like a first chapter or like enough where you get a feel for the thing. This is just, hey, this is one intro thing that you could do for a Taylor with Luke Cage's power. This is an intro thing with Taylor with Rogue's power. Like that's basically it. So in that case, it's basically more for writers who want to do that and like want to see a small jumping off point. But again, with so few, it's not really there. But definitely not for readers, which I am. It's not going to stay on my list. It's going to fall. And last, we have Weary Wizard by Unane. This is a simple one-shot where Harry, during the scene where he would make the defenses Dumbledore's army, instead gets tired of all the shit that he's getting and says fuck it and just basically ends up leaving and takes Hermione with him. This is a fine enough escaping Britain story with a touch of harmony goodness. It's a solid B, but I don't really see much of a point to revisit this. It's going to fall off my list. And there we have it. 7 more stories down. Fan fiction status time. I've now read 1,035 stories from my list, and 479 of them have managed to stick around. So there you have it. As always, I will leave links to these stories in the description of the video, as well as links to the playlist that I do for all these, and my profile on fanfiction.net, as well as a forum where I also post this stuff. So feel free to give those all a look, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.